Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. Hoping you guys are having a great day. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you back to another segment of Live Album Spotlight. Now, the album that we're going to be talking about today in Live Album Spotlight is a release that over the years has found its way into many record collections, and by some is considered to be a classic live release. The band are Cheap Trick, and the album in Live Album Spotlight today is at Budokan. Budokan was originally released on October the 8th, 1978, initially in Japan, and eventually released in North America in February of 1979. The music for the album was recorded between April 28th and April 30th of 1978 at the Nippon Budokan Sports Complex with 12,000 in attendance. The album was produced by Cheap Trick and is listed as hard rock and power pop. The album was released through their longtime label Epic Records, and the original release was a 10-track single vinyl disc release with a playing time of 42 minutes and 27 seconds. The two singles that were released from the album were I Want You to Want Me and the Fats Domino cover of Ain't That a Shame. Now, with regards to the Budokan Sports Complex, just a bit of background. It was originally built in 1864 to host the Olympics that were going to take place. Has a capacity of 14,471 for the complex overall. Now, what they would do for concerts, they would sell out the entire arena and they would place the stage for the bands to play in the center of the arena. So when the bands played, they were basically surrounded by, thousands and thousands of screaming fans. And many of the bands will tell you that when you played the Budokan, it was an intense emotional experience because it was just basically like a wall of screaming. And Cheap Trick were about a handful of groups that experienced that kind of fandom in terms of audience participation and energy and excitement. Other bands that performed at the Budokan were Queen, in April of 75, and also Kiss, who I believe sold out 7 nights at the Budokan. I do believe that Kiss still hold the record for selling out the most nights at the Budokan Sports Complex. Now, playing on the album, you have what's considered to be the classic lineup of Cheap Trick. You have Robin Zander on lead vocals and rhythm guitar, Rick Nielsen on lead guitar and backing vocals, Tom Peterson on bass and backing vocals, and Ben E. Carlos on drums and percussion. Now, the original intent, again, was to release Budokan originally in Japan because the band were experiencing quick success in the Japanese market. And they weren't the only band that released albums initially for the Japanese market. Deep Purple originally were intending to release Made in Japan, initially only in Japan, but in Deep Purple's case, they liked the sound of the recording so much that they decided to release it worldwide. And in Cheap Trick's case with Budokan, there was an estimated 30,000 import copies that were eventually imported out to North America and other territories. So with that success, they basically decided to release the album worldwide. Now, as I said, the initial release had 10 tracks. There has since been, since 1978, two more reissues of the album. One that was released in 1998 called The Complete Concert, and another 30th anniversary edition of the performance simply called Budokan with exclamation point. Now, the Budokan release from the 30th for the 30th anniversary edition has the complete concert of 19 tracks on CD, plus it has the video of the show. However, the video of the show has 15 of the 19 tracks. Also, in the video, you have bonus footage of the additional 4 songs, and you have interviews with the band, which a segment that's called "Looking Back." They're looking back at the performance at Budokan in '78. Now, I have owned a copy of this album on vinyl for at least 12 years, if not more. A friend of mine in Toronto gave me his copy of the single disc version, and I gotta tell you, I never really listened to it. I knew of the live versions of I Want You to Want Me and Surrender and Ain't That a Shame, but I never really paid much attention to it because it really didn't interest me. Well, I was wrong. I listened to this album a couple of times, and I gotta tell you, this is fucking good. I'm sorry to swear. It is high energy. It is in your face, heavy rock at times. It is melodic. It is pop. It has the hooks. Now, I'll set this up for you. The 30th anniversary edition of the show starts with the band backstage walking towards the stage, getting ready for the show. And you hear them, talking amongst themselves, here we go, getting themselves psyched up for the audience that they're going to play to. And then the MC introduces the band. The place goes ballistic. And I do mean ballistic, like unreal. They start off with a song called Hello There, and it's basically a 2 minute plus introduction to the band and to the show. And they really do not let up in terms of in terms of the energy that they put out, and the energy that they're getting back from the audience is just like it's like a wall of sound that's being pushed into you, and you're like, holy shit! As a listener, you are taken aback by the sheer power of the audience screaming. And then they go through the set list of Come On, Hello Kitties. And I'm telling you, Bunny Carlos on drums, he's got the rhythm intact, man. He is keeping it going. He is, locked in with Tom Peterson on bass, and he is just going for it. He's got rhythm to fucking spare. I swear to God. After Hello Kitties comes Speak Now or Forever Hold Your Peace, and a great rocking performance of that. Big Eyes is another great track that comes next. Look Out, another good song. Downed again is up next. And then they play a track written by Robin Zander called "Hold On." Most of the songs in the track listing are written by Rick Nielsen, but "Can't Hold On" is written by Robin Zander. And to me, I'm hearing more of a slow blues kind of a number, that kind of arrangement to it, and it's fantastic. It's great. "Oh Caroline" is next. And again, the energy that the audience are giving the band is just amazing. And they feel it and they're giving it back to the audience. the, Surrender is next, which is one of my favorite songs, pardon me. And disc one ends off with Avida Sane. And again, the energy and the sheer heaviness of the guitars and just like balls out rock that they're doing, okay, is amazing. And I'm gaining a new respect for this recording. I'm telling you, it is simply wonderful. And again, the audience are just losing their freaking minds, okay? Disc two starts off with Need Your Love, and it is wonderful. Melodic as all get out, powerful. High Roller is next. Southern Girls, I'm going to go there as to what he's referring to. But again, a fantastic version of this track. I Want You to Want Me, the lead off single from the album, is next. And again, the audience are just eating it up. They're just going for it and losing their freaking minds. And again, when you watch the concert footage for the video, it is amazing. The band are just going for it. And, Rick Nielsen on guitar is just running all over the stage. He is amazing. Bunny Carlos on drums, again, he's holding everything down. everything in lockdown with Tom Peterson on bass, and it's beautiful. It is amazing. California Man is next. Classic power pop, right? They end the main set with Good Night. Now, Good Night is basically a reperformance of Hello There from the beginning of the show, with just, change lyrics changed to reflect the fact that the show is over. So for me, that's a good book ending of the show. They come back with two encores. The first encore is the Fats Domino cover of Ain't That a Shame. Bunny Carlos does a drum pattern that really gets the audience going, really rhythmic, really percussive, beautifully done. Then they go into the main part of the song, and the audience are just losing their freaking minds. And the show ends, the final encore ends with Clock Strikes 10. Okay. Now, as I said before, they start the show at like, you know, 100 miles an hour, and they don't let up until the very end of the show. It's high energy, it's melodic, it's rocking. It is power pop. Hard rock, yeah, I can list it as as hard rock, sorry. But to me, I feel like I've been missing out on some good stuff here. And yeah, you can get this either in the original 10 track form, or you can get the complete concert version, or if you want, you can get the Budokan 30th anniversary edition. Also, there is a box set called the Complete Epic Recordings, which includes their albums on Epic, the studio albums with expanded editions of their albums. And what's also included is the at Budokan, the complete concert in that box set. I've ordered my copy, and it's going to be here in a couple of days, so I'm looking forward to that. But ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, live album spotlight featuring Cheap Trick at Budokan, the complete concert. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't heard of the show or seen or listened to the album, sorry, or seen the video, please do. Please check it out. You can listen to the album, stream it on YouTube, and you can get the album on Discogs, on eBay, on amazon.com.ca.co.uk, or wherever you buy your music in person. Please support your local independent record shops for that. And if they don't have it in stock, I'm sure they can order it for you. This album has never been out of print, as far as I know. And if you want a good slab of classic 70s power pop, this album is for you. Please check it out. And once you do, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. All right, that's it for now. Please click like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep yourselves on top of any new content we got coming up. I've got more shows coming up with Ken Cheshire, Sagosh, Jim Bricker, and his son John Michael. Bricker is coming on the show with Jim and I to do another episode of Now Hear This. It's going to be an expanded edition. We've got some brand new albums of alternative folk, pop, rock that we're going to talk about, etc. So please stay tuned for that. And yeah, we're going to get more shows to you as quickly as we possibly can. So again, please check out Cheap Trick at Budokan, the complete concert with the 19 tracks. And again, let me know what you think, because you know what? It's a fantastic show. And I will say one thing. The sound may be considered by some as muddy, but you know what? To me, it doesn't matter. The energy in the feel of the audience and the band together is what counts. And there's a lot of energy there, a lot of heart, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears, blood, and a lot of emotion that comes out in these 19 tracks. Okay? So check it out. Again, let me know what you think of this show. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye for now.